For the last part of our exercise, let's explore stop keyframes. The first thing I'm going to do is make a new shape layer. Layer new, shape layer. Let's make this one a little longer. So I'm going to trim it by pressing Option bracket in, and I'll have it go till about 5 seconds. Option bracket out. Click on it, press return to rename it Poly. And I'm going to use my Polygon tool to draw a new kind of shape. So Polygon and star are quite similar. So let's take a look at them. I'm going to hold down Shift and draw my shape out. I'm going to align it, center in the frame, and center the anchor point in layer content. So let's look into our menu here. In the path here, I've got a couple of things I can change. You can alter the points, which is pretty cool, right? So I can do something, make it a circle, all the way down to a triangle. So this shape now can be altered using its points. So if I go to the end point, I'm going to hit a keyframe to start as a poly. End point will be a triangle. Let's preview that. Now this thing slowly morphs into a triangle. It doesn't look like much, A, because it's so slow, but also because it doesn't really pause. Let's pause it into the middle. So I'm going to hit another keyframe. I'm going to control click on it, and now this time I'm going to hit toggle hold keyframe. So now you can see it'll pause. So let's move these keyframes around a bit so it looks like something. So that's what hold keyframes do. Let's look at it under the graph editor. You can see that right there, no change. So it holds it to that position and then suddenly does all the changing. How do we nuance that? Let's add another keyframe in here. So it pauses, and we'll add a regular keyframe in. Now by default, after a stop hold keyframe, another stop keyframe will appear, so you have to change it back to a, say, easy ease keyframe. So now, let's look at our animation. So this is a creative use of stop keyframes to give yourself a little bit of hold. So let's play with these keyframes, massage the motion a little bit. I'm going to make these two outside ones. I'll just shift select both of them, function F9, make them easy ease as well. And over the length of this layer, I want to spread this out a little bit, right? So it's pretty even now. So we can actually have quite a quick motion. Go to there, pause, that looks pretty good. So just by spreading them out a little bit, you can get a nice looking morph. So let's create an even longer pause by spreading these out. This space between the stop keyframe and the next keyframe, whether it be linear or Bezier, is going to be your hold. So the action will only start once this new keyframe appears. See, nothing here, and then all of my change happening right here. Let's preview again. So this is what I would like you to do. You can decide the space between them, but what I want you to do is create 4 keyframes. There's going to be a stop frame somewhere in the middle that you're going to move around, and you're going to introduce another keyframe to start the motion again. Now you can experiment with the type of shape you're morphing to, so experiment with the points. It doesn't have to be a poly or a triangle, but I do want to make sure you get this keyframe arrangement down and use those stop keyframes.